Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. This week, I wanted to talk about the secret ingredient because I feel like just like in cooking, in writing, and in life, we each have a secret ingredient. So in cooking, it can be anything from, nutmeg to pomegranate molasses. But in our lives, it's our approach. It's how we deal with what comes to us. And this is absolutely crucial, probably more crucial than you might imagine, because it changes everything. If we come from a place of crankiness and feeling like we are the victim all the time, it is a completely different stance than coming at life being grateful and open. And of course, it's not always easy to be grateful and open, but it is certainly something worth cultivating. And again, this is where journaling comes in, right? We get to see where we're struggling or stuck, and we get to make changes. We get to, reshape ourselves, recreate ourselves. And that is really the beauty of using a journal as a transformational tool. So, this is a great time to take a look at how you approach obstacles. Life is always going to throw us curveballs. We're always going to get sideswiped, blindsided, and how we navigate those situations is going to determine, the quality of our life, of our days. And in all reality, the way that we spend our days is the way that we spend our lives. So, more love, more gratitude, always a good thing. Today, we're going to do a little thing called mind mapping, which is one of my favorite things to do because I love the kind of creative, artistic thing. And it's writing, but it's also kind of drawing. So, if you don't know what mind mapping is, it's essentially just like a wheel and spokes. So we're going to take two things. We're going to look at our strengths and we're going to look at our weaknesses. So on each piece of paper, you put strengths in the middle, a little circle around it. And then all the spokes coming off will be all of your strengths, all your assets, everything that, you feel is a really uplifting or helping you or an asset. These are all your strengths. When you're the rock, or why people come to you, or what your special talents are, all of those things. And then of course on the other piece of paper we're going to do the weaknesses, right? So these are all the places we get stuck, all the places we end up in an endless loop. I have a tendency to get really angry and I'll slam a door before I try to resolve the issue. It's something I'm working on. But of course, we're always in flux. There's always good things and bad things, and there's always things we're moving towards and moving away from. But doing that mind map and really seeing on the page what's got you or what's going well is huge because we can't change anything until we see it. And now, once you've done all these spokes and mind mapped all these different assets or weaknesses that you have, then if something sticks out, you can do a 10-minute, and then you can just do a 10-minute free write on one of those things that stands out to you to be something that's really either bothering you or sticking with you or something that you really want to follow up on that you love. So either way. The most important thing to remember, though, is to honor both. Often we get so stuck in this idea of perfection, which does not exist, that we forget that some of our greatest weaknesses can turn into our greatest strengths. So it's really important to honor everything about you and everything that's coming up, because this is really the way that we move on to what's next and get to where we're going. So I hope you enjoy that exercise. And if you have any questions, please put them in the thread below. I'd love to answer them. Happy writing.